So here today we will be learning about the gradient of vectors with respect to matrices. So yesterday we have learned about the tensor concept, how the matrices are being differentiated and how it is being rearranged. Those things we have seen in the yesterday's class. Okay, that is, a matrix will be differentiated with respect to a vector and how it is being made as a tensor. Either first it will be differentiated based on the vector elements, it will be differentiated and then collate them to form a tensor, or the matrix itself will be flattened to form a single column vector and differentiate it with the elements x1, x2, x3 to form a matrix and then reshape it to form a tensor. Okay, so we can see an example. For example, we can see just how the matrix dimensions is being taken when a matrix is differentiated with respect to a matrix itself. Okay, so what it means is we will be finding the gradient of matrices with respect to matrix. So gradient of matrices with respect to matrix. Consider here a matrix R is taken which belongs to M by N, and a function which is mapping from M by N to N by N matrix. So a function can be defined as R transpose R, which is equal to K, which is an element of R N by N. Okay, so R transpose R, you will be getting and some elements which belongs to R N by N matrix. So here we seek the gradient of, we are going to find the gradient of dk by dr. Okay, K is a matrix which belongs to the dimension n by n, and R is another one matrix which belongs to what? M by n. The two matrices of different dimensions it is being taken. So to solve this, we need to first know the gradient dimension of the gradient. So gradient is dk by dr. This is a gradient which belongs to, so k dimension you need to check. K dimension is what? N by n. So here comes, it belongs to a set of real numbers of dimension n by n, and then you have to take the r dimension. So r dimension is m by n. So here it becomes m by n. So this becomes a tensor. So the tensor will be the derivative with respect to the another. It will result in a tensor with multi dimensions, that is n by n by m by n. For matrix, ഒരു മെട്രിക്സിന്റെ ഗ്രേഡിയന്റ് ആണ് വേറെ with respect to some other matrix you will be finding it, differentiating with some other matrix. അതേപോലെ തന്നെ in case of matrix with the vector also we have differentiated, and we have seen how the matrix is being transformed to the tensor that we have seen. So similar is the case what we will be discussing here, like how the dimensions can be made turned into a tensor. How that after finding the derivative, how it can be transformed to a tensor. So here later in machine learning problems also we will be dealing with these tensors to process or to identify any in particular object inside the image, like that. Many applications are there which will be dealt with these tensors. For tensors, how it can be derived? By finding the gradient of the element that we are considering. So dk by dk with dkpq, differentiating the k matrix with respect to R matrix, it belongs to 1 by m by n. What does that mean? K, here one specific element it is taken, k pq. Okay, pq indicates the index that is representing the matrix. So that it belongs to 1 by ഒരു എലമെന്റ് ആണ് അല്ലെ. അപ്പോൾ ഡി കെ എന്ന് പറയുമ്പോൾ it means a single element. R again it is a belonging to this dimension, that is n by n. But Hence, it results in the dimension 1 by m by n. So, PQ can be any element. It takes the range 1 to n, and KPQ means that it is the P comma Q entry of K is equal to f of r. What is K? K is defined as f of r. Okay. Then KPQ will be equal to some entry that is R transpose RQ. R transpose RQ. So this R transpose RQ, it will be some element that is belonging to the R matrix. Okay, R matrix belong to the element. So here we can say that R transpose RP transpose RQ R matrix entry will be like MP, which are P indexes, you have to make note of it. Okay, K, PQ, pth row, qth column will be equal to summation of the elements. Like how the summation will be taken from the R matrix, you need to take mth row, pth column. Okay, pth column and mth row, qth column. Mth row, pth column and mth row, qth column will be taken. Summation will be done. Then it will be showing the result, that is KPQ. Okay. So, a particular element. Matrix multiplication, a particular element will be replaced by the row and column matrix. Our same concept is an. So that is RP transpose RQ. So that P and Q you will be getting from which element you have to get the result, and that is obtained by the summation of RMP RMQ. And when we now compute the partial derivative, so now what we have to do is we need to find the partial derivative of KPQ with respect to R. KPQ with respect to R, you need to find the partial derivative. So for that, here we are taking another one indices, that is ij. So del of KPQ with respect to del of Rij will be equal to, what you have to do with respect to Rij you have to take. So KPQ, it is obtained as what? RMP and RMQ. So that you can take over here. Sigma m is equal to 1 to m RMP by RMP RMQ differentiated with respect to Rij, which will be equal to the final derivative, that is PQij. Okay, so what is the final result? It is one of the element of that tensor. Okay, tensor create out tensor ഒരു element ആണ് PQ. PQij ആയിട്ട് കിട്ടുന്നത് കേട്ടോ, del of PQij, which is belonging to one of the element of the tensor, which is having the dimension like n by n by m by n. Now you need to, how this value can be determined. Okay, derivative ആണ് ആ ടെൻസറിനകത്തുള്ള വാല്യൂ ആയിട്ട് വരുന്നതെന്ന് മനസ്സിലായി. ഇനി ആ വാല്യൂ എങ്ങനെയാ കണ്ടുപിടിക്കാൻ പറ്റുക? The value can be obtained based on the value of the R element. ഇപ്പൊ എന്ത് ഡെറിവേറ്റീവ് ആണ് കണ്ടുപിടിച്ചത്? Now we have found the derivative of അയ്യോ സിസ്റ്റം വേറെ ഹാങ് ആയിடுச்சு, அதுக்கே பிடிக்க மாட்டேங்குது போல. ரெக்கார்ட் பண்ணிக்கிட்டு ரெக்கார்ட் பண்ணாம okay. So here we need to find the value of find the value of the partial derivative. isn't it? So, that is gradient you are finding. അപ്പോൾ ടെൻസറിൽ ഒരു വാല്യൂ ആണ് ഈ del of PQIJ. അപ്പോൾ ആ del value കണ്ടുപിടിക്കാനായിട്ട് in order to find that value, what these conditions will be taken. If J is equal to P, in this case, if J is equal to P and P is not equal to Q, then the value will be taken as RIQ. If J is equal to Q and P not equal to Q, then the value will be RIP. If J is equal to P and P is equal to Q, we will be taking it as 2 RIQ and 0 otherwise. അപ്പോൾ നേരത്തെ നമ്മൾ വെക്ടർ വെച്ചൊരു ഡിഫറൻഷിയേഷൻ നോക്കിയില്ലേ? അപ്പോൾ ആ കേസിലാണെങ്കിൽ what we did based on if the value here, if the value of I it is equal to the value numerator value, ഫംഗ്ഷന്റെ ഐയുമായിട്ട് സെയിം ആണെന്നുണ്ടെങ്കിൽ മെട്രിക്സിന്റെ റോ എലമെന്റ് that is the first index and function index, if it is same means you will be taking the x value. Okay, x value you will be taking. Similarly, here we will be taking the value of R element that is coming in the R matrix in order to fill the elements inside the tensor. That is, in order to get the gradient of that matrix, you have to do this process. Okay. Now, so the gradient will be of what dimension? Gradient will be of this dimension. R, this one, n by n cross n by n. This dimension it will be. So we are finding the elements that will be included inside this gradient, and that gradient you will be getting as the like this RIQ if J is equal to P, P not equal to Q, RIP if J is equal to P, P not equal to Q, J is equal to Q and P not equal to Q, 2 RIQ if J is equal to P and P equal to Q, and 0 otherwise. Okay. So this just you go through it, and then useful identities for computing gradients. So in order to compute the different gradients, different forms, for differentiation different rules, integration different rules ഉള്ളത് പോലെ തന്നെ, in order to compute the gradients, these identities will help in computing the gradients. Okay, so here we will be making use of some trace, and determinant will be inverse also you will be finding, you will be making use of it. So ഇതിലാണെങ്കിൽ ഇപ്പോൾ നോക്കിയേ, del of f of x transpose with respect to x, here x will be considered as what? The matrices. അപ്പോൾ അങ്ങനെ ചെയ്യുന്ന സമയത്ത് എന്ത് ചെയ്യണം? Derivative of f of x with respect to x will be taken, and then the transpose can be taken. Okay. അതേപോലെ del by del x of trace of f of x is equal to first derivative of f of x with respect to x is taken, and then trace will be calculated. Similar is the case with determinant, derivative of any determinant. First determinant of that value taken, and then trace f of x inverse del of f of x. So these identities you need to learn. Okay. Which will be helpful in finding out the gradient, and this gradient can be obtained in future during doing some machine learning problems. If any error or minimizing the errors, those things to be found, we make use of this gradient. Okay, so just go through this.